Ma'aseh Rabbi Eliezer, Rabbi Yeshua, Rabbi Elazar ben Azariah, Rabbi Akiva, Rabbi Tarfon. The Haggadah tells us a story about a number of Torah scholars, Rabbi Eliezer, Rabbi Yeshua, Rabbi Elazar ben Azariah, Rabbi Akiva, Rabbi Tarfon, that they were sitting and having their Seder in Bnei Brak in Eretz Yisrael. They were sitting and discussing Yetzias Mitzrayim, the Exodus from Egypt, the whole night, the entire night, until Bo Talmideihem, their disciples came and they told them it's already the morning and time to recite the Kriyas Shema in the morning. If I may say, I find this story to be a little puzzling. The first question is, what were they discussing the whole night? What were they discussing for so long that it took them the whole night? Did they have every Haggadah that the art school ever published and read every commentary? What exactly were they doing there for the whole night? Second of all, maybe an even stronger question is that, and we see in the Haggadah later on, it says, that the obligation of Sipur Yetzias Mitzrayim, of telling over, recounting the story of the Exodus from Egypt, is at the time when we can fulfill the commandment of matzah and maror. When is that? The opinion of Rabbi Elazar ben Azariah, who was one of the Torah scholars sitting there, is that they can only be fulfilled until chatzos, until midnight. If those mitzvahs can only be fulfilled until midnight, then Sipur Yetzias Mitzrayim, talking about the Exodus from Egypt, is also only a mitzvah, is only a commandment until chatzos, until midnight. So what were they doing for the rest of the night? So I saw a very nice explanation of this by Rav Shimon Schwab in his Sefer Mayon Beis Hashayevo. The first question we have to ask ourselves is, what is the purpose of this mitzvah of Sipur Yetzias Mitzrayim? What are we trying to accomplish by talking about what happened when the Jewish people left Mitzrayim? Is this some sort of history lesson? Obviously not. Rav Schwab explains that Sipur Yetzias Mitzrayim is just the beginning of a process. Sipur Yetzias Mitzrayim, by talking about and discussing what happened when Hashem took the Jewish people out of Mitzrayim, talking about how Hashem changed nature when He made the plagues, when He split the sea, and other times throughout the whole ordeal of Hashem taking the Jewish people out of Mitzrayim, that brings us to recognize, it reinforces our faith and our belief that Hashem created the world and that Hashem runs the world at every moment. The first of the Aseres HaDibros, of the 10 utterances, Anochi Hashem Elokecha, I am Hashem your God, Asher Hotzeisecha me'eretz Mitzrayim, that I took you out of the land of Mitzrayim. Yetzias Mitzrayim, and all that happened throughout the entire time, all of the miracles, all of the ways in which Hashem changed nature to bring plagues upon the Egyptians and to bring the Jewish people out of Mitzrayim and through the Yam Suf, all of that helps us believe, it reinforces our faith that Hashem indeed created the world and sustains the world. So certainly, Rabbi Eliezer, Rabbi Yeshua, and all of the Torah sages who are sitting there, besides for discussing the actual story of Yetzias Mitzrayim, of what happened when the Jewish people left Mitzrayim, in addition, they were discussing how that could bring us to strengthen our faith and how that could bring us to better believe in Hashem and better serve Hashem.